Today, we're going to talk about a really powerful idea in education. We're moving beyond just parent involvement and diving into how to build real, meaningful partnerships with families. And let me tell you, this can totally change the game in your classroom.
So let's just start with a big question, one that kind of frames everything we're about to cover. What if families were your single greatest teaching resource? Just think about that for a second. To really unpack that, we need to start with the why. Why should you invite families into your classroom? In this first part, the partnership payoff, we're going to dig into all the amazing benefits, but we're also going to get real about some of the challenges you might run into.
I really like how this is laid out because it gives you a super balanced view. On the one hand, the advantages are huge. Kids feel seen, valued, and that fires up their motivation. Parents get a behind-the-scenes look at how you teach, which is fantastic. And for you, the teacher, you get extra support and build much stronger bonds. But let's be honest, it's not always a walk in the park. You might feel a little judged, the kids can definitely get a bit too excited, and yes, it absolutely takes more time to plan.
But if we had to pick the biggest win of all, this quote just nails it. It says, "Children feel valued and secure when families participate, which strengthens motivation, confidence, and social development." That's the heart of it, right there. This isn't just about getting an extra pair of hands to help out. It's about building a solid foundation for a child's entire well-being and success.
Okay, so we get the why, it's powerful stuff. But now for the big question, how do we actually do it? So let's jump into our next section, Unlocking Family Strengths, where we're going to discover the how of building these partnerships. And the secret ingredient, the key that unlocks all of this, is a concept called funds of knowledge. It's a fantastic idea. Basically, it's all the amazing and valuable knowledge, skills, cultures, and experiences that families already possess. It's about shifting your perspective to see every single family as a treasure trove of resources. And here's what that looks like in a real world. Check out this sample resource file card for the Weaver family. It shows how their everyday skills become absolute classroom gold. Jane's knack for gardening and pottery, Bob being a volunteer firefighter, their grandma's passion for cooking. These aren't just little hobbies, they are real, authentic, powerful learning opportunities just waiting for you to tap into them.
Now, this next point is a really critical mindset shift. The goal here is to invite participation, not to expect it. There's a big difference. Every family has its own unique circumstances, right? So the whole point is to create this warm, welcoming, totally pressure-free environment where people feel like they can contribute in a way that actually works for them.
All right, let's get even more practical. Welcome to Partnership in Action. Here, we're going to break down all the different ways you can actually bring families into your classroom community, from super casual visits to becoming central classroom resources. And as you can see, the ways families can partner are all over the map, which is awesome. It is not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. It could be as simple as informal chats during drop-off or as involved as demonstrating job skills. The possibilities are truly endless, and the big takeaway here is flexibility. But you know, we have to be realistic. It's not always as simple as just sending out an invitation. And that brings up a really important question that every teacher has to think about. What are the common barriers that might stop families from being able to participate in the first place? And check this out. This tool from the source material is just fantastic. It's a checklist that doesn't just name the problems, like time constraints, transportation issues, or childcare needs. It actually gives you practical, proactive solutions. For example, if parents work during the week, maybe offer a weekend event. If getting a ride is tough, maybe a buddy system could be the perfect answer. This is basically your roadmap to making participation possible for every single family.
So this all leads us to our final, and maybe the most crucial piece of the puzzle, the teacher as facilitator. Let's talk about your role in building that bridge between a child's home and their school.
Because at the end of the day, this whole thing really hinges on you. The teacher is the central facilitator. You're the one who creates that welcoming environment. You're the one who sets the tone for what a real partnership looks like. So what does that actually look like in practice? Well, here are your key actions. It all starts by initiating communication and creating that warm, welcoming climate. It's also super important to clarify expectations, maybe with written confirmations so everyone's on the same page. And like we said, you've got to proactively tackle those barriers. And above all else, make sure every single family feels genuinely respected and included. And really, it all boils down to this. Effective partnerships are built through trust, flexibility, and consistent professional support. It's not a one-and-done event. It's an ongoing journey, a real commitment to working together. So we want to leave you with one final thought to take with you.
Now that you've seen the incredible potential of these partnerships, what is the very first question you're going to ask a family to start discovering their unique funds of knowledge?